How to build muscle. Proven strategies backed by science. Are you tired of spending hours in the gym without seeing any significant gains in muscle mass? You're not alone. Many of us have been there, wondering why our hard work and dedication aren't translating into the physique we desire. But here's the thing. Building muscle is not just about lifting weights. It's about understanding the science behind muscle growth and applying that knowledge to your workout routine. So, let's dive into the world of muscle building and explore the principles that will help you achieve your goals. Whether you're a seasoned lifter or just starting out, it's essential to understand that gaining size and gaining strength are two distinct objectives. While lifting for muscle growth, also known as hypertrophy, will yield some strength gains, and vice versa, your workout routine will primarily be geared towards one goal or the other. So, what's the best workout routine for gaining muscle? Contrary to popular belief, it's not about doing 4 sets of 10 reps or using specific exercises. In fact, gaining muscle is more about how you do your workout rather than what you do. The same exercise can be used to either build muscle or increase strength, depending on your approach. Consider the difference between bodybuilders and powerlifters, two groups that rely heavily on the bench press in their training. A powerlifter is focused on lifting as much weight as possible, whereas a bodybuilder is focused on increasing the size of their muscles. As Matthew Welch, MS, CSCS, ATC, USAW1, an exercise physiologist at HSS, notes, a powerlifter is trying to lift as much weight as possible, whereas bodybuilders are trying to increase the size of their muscles. Don't get me wrong, the bodybuilders are going to get strong, but they're not necessarily going to have the same strength as a powerlifter, and that's because the qualities that they're training are very different. Luke Carlson, founder and CEO of Discover Strength, adds, "The big take-home message here is that there's no magical exercise for hypertrophy. Instead, what we have is a handful of research-backed principles that you can use to optimize your existing workout for muscle growth. One of the most critical principles is that hard reps equal hard muscle. Research shows that muscle growth is driven by mechanical tension, which occurs when you're pushing yourself to the limit. This means that the weight you lift is essentially irrelevant as long as you're pushing yourself towards muscle failure. As Carlson notes, the biggest scientific discovery in strength training of the last 15 years is that we sure don't need very much of it if you want to add muscle. But we've got to do it harder than we ever thought. Effective reps, which are the last 5 or so repetitions in a set that bring the muscle to failure, are believed to provide the most stimulus for hypertrophy due to the mechanical tension being experienced by the active fibers. Welch explains, effective reps are defined as the last 5 or so repetitions in a set that brings the muscle to failure. And these reps are believed to provide the most stimulus for hypertrophy due to the mechanical tension being experienced by the active fibers. But here's where it gets controversial. Some experts argue that leaving 1 or 2 reps in the tank is the way to go. Stan Kravchenko, celebrity trainer and founder of OneFit, notes, effective reps are the ones that truly lead to muscle growth. That means there's really no reason to slog through lengthy sets to make your muscles grow. Carlson adds, if you're doing 10 reps, the first 4 or 5 reps are not contributing to muscle hypertrophy. They're essentially a warm-up for what's coming later in the set. However, hitting muscle failure can be taxing on your system, potentially limiting how soon you're able to get back in the gym. Welch recommends ending each set 1 or 2 reps before failure, which gives you the ability to both stimulate the muscle and train the muscle more frequently. So, how often should you be hitting the gym to maximize hypertrophy? Experts recommend giving a muscle at least 3 days to recover after each workout. Generally, training a muscle 1 to 2 times per week is recommended, assuming you're using progressive overload and getting enough stimulating reps to the target muscle. But what about progressive overload? Is it still a crucial principle for building muscle? The answer is yes, but with a caveat. While progressive overload is essential for continued muscle growth, it's not necessary to increase the weight or reps every workout. As Carlson notes, you just have to have the intent for them to go up. Let's say you got 11 reps last time. so you are going for 12 today. If you fail at 11, that's fine, as long as you tried to get 12. Welch adds, once you start to plateau or become uninterested, it may be time to change the exercise. Over the long term, if you're able to train close to failure and progressively overload, you're going to be in a really good place, and you're definitely going to see the gains that you're looking for. So what's the takeaway from all this? Building muscle is not just about lifting weights. It's about understanding the science behind muscle growth and applying that knowledge to your workout routine. By focusing on mechanical tension, effective reps, and progressive overload, you can create a workout routine that will help you achieve your muscle-building goals. But here's the question. What's your approach to building muscle? Do you focus on lifting heavy weights or doing high-rep sets? Let us know in the comments below. And this is the part most people miss. Building muscle is not just about the workout routine. It's about consistency, patience, and dedication. So, don't get discouraged if you don't see gains right away. Keep pushing yourself, and with time, you'll see the results you're looking for. 8 foods to protect your muscles as you age. As we age, the inevitable decline in muscle mass and strength can be a daunting reality. However, there are proactive steps you can take to safeguard and sustain your muscle health. A balanced diet combined with regular exercise is your strongest ally in this endeavor, enhancing not only your physical capabilities, but also your overall mobility, while simultaneously reducing the risk of frailty and falls. Sarcopenia, the gradual deterioration of muscle and strength, can begin as early as your 30s or 40s, with its effects becoming more pronounced around the age of 60. Alarmingly, studies indicate that between 9 to 11% of older adults living independently experience this condition, and the prevalence increases significantly for those who are hospitalized or residing in nursing homes. Beyond the natural aging process, several other factors can contribute to the onset of sarcopenia. These include obesity, insufficient protein intake, insulin resistance, and chronic illnesses such as diabetes. Interestingly, research suggests that sleep patterns and circadian rhythms may also play a role in muscle health. Changes in metabolic rates, along with diminished kidney and liver functions, coupled with reduced physical activity, can further exacerbate muscle loss, as noted by Dr. John A. Batsis, an associate professor specializing in geriatric medicine and nutrition. So, how can you effectively combat muscle loss? Experts agree that a combination of exercise and a nutritious diet is the most effective strategy for not only halting muscle deterioration, but potentially reversing it as well. Generally, increasing your intake of protein and vitamin D, alongside engaging in physical activity, is the most well-researched approach to achieving optimal muscle health. Diets such as the Mediterranean and Japanese styles may offer protective benefits against sarcopenia. These diets are typically low in unhealthy fats and rich in vegetables, fruits, and high-quality proteins. In contrast, a typical Western diet, which is often laden with processed foods, refined grains, red and processed meats, and sugary beverages, has been linked to accelerated muscle loss as we age, according to a 2022 report. The significance of protein cannot be overstated when it comes to maintaining muscle health as you grow older. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at building muscle and more adept at breaking down protein. This is crucial because muscle acts as a major metabolic organ, explains Dr. Batsis. The recommended daily allowance, RDA, for protein is set at 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight. However, some studies suggest that older adults may require between 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram, translating to approximately 75 to 90 grams of protein daily for someone weighing 165 pounds. Failing to meet the RDA for protein can accelerate muscle loss. Even if you do meet the RDA, it might not suffice, warns Roger A. Fielding, a senior scientist at the Jean Mayer USDA Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging at Tufts University. Higher protein intakes are linked to reduced muscle loss, he states. To effectively maintain muscle, it's essential to consume high-quality protein, aiming for about 20 to 35 grams in each meal. Another guideline suggests that adults over 65 should aim for 1 to 1.2 grams of protein for every 2 pounds of body weight. Additionally, amino acids, particularly leucine, are crucial for muscle preservation, with a target intake of approximately 2.5 to 2.8 grams of leucine daily. Vitamin D also plays a vital role in muscle health. As we age, our bodies produce less vitamin D, making it essential to ensure adequate levels for maintaining healthy muscles. Research indicates that a deficiency in vitamin D can significantly contribute to muscle loss. It's advisable to consult your healthcare provider to check your vitamin D levels and determine if supplementation is necessary. When it comes to dietary choices that support muscle health, consider incorporating the following foods into your meals. 1. Cow's milk. A simple glass of milk or a whey protein smoothie can be an excellent source of protein. Whey, a protein derived from cow's milk, is often processed into protein powders. Research has shown that whey, along with leucine and vitamin D, can enhance muscle mass as measured by various assessments. Note, if cow's milk is not suitable for you, fortified soy alternatives can be a great option as they are enriched with calcium, vitamin A, and vitamin D. These dairy products also provide a good amount of protein, as noted by Fielding. Serving size, 3.5 ounces of whole milk, protein content, 3.5 grams.